بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خاتم المرسلين سيدنا محمد قدوتنا وقائدنا ومعلمنا وعلى صحابته وعلى التابعين أجمعين. I think we need days, 10 minutes or 15 minutes to talk about Ahmed Elkadi rahmatullah alayh. Tonight we are here getting together to remember him. To remember the man that fit the description of the followers of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He practiced what he preached. In every aspect of life, you found him as a leader. You found him as a teacher. Dr. Elkadi is the founder of our community first, and he is the father of the Islamic schools in the United States too. We want to share a little bit of memories when we started the Islamic school in Panama City. I was here. I came to Panama City early 1985, in March 1985. And the idea of the Islamic school was just a little baby, and we tried to develop it. Matter of fact, we don't have the money, we don't have the resources, we have nothing to do with this. Our budget started was like $5,000. And second floor of Akbar Clinic, we just got like 3-4 rooms. And we have one teacher full-time and a couple or 3 of them like part-timers. And I asked him, Dr. Elkadi, $5,000 and this number of teachers, and we don't have too many students at that time, a few of them, you know, like maybe 4 or 5, some was one of them. And he is a champion, he's a believer. He said, just start and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support us and few generations being graduated from that school. Some of them are medical doctors, some of them are lawyers and so on. So I don't agree with the theory that whatever Ahmed Elkadi did, you know, that was waste. It would never be waste in any aspect of life. Even the project that failed because of the fight he was facing, this is still had its roots. We still have our community, we still have our school, we still have our children that we graduate from that school. If I describe Dr. Ahmed Elkadi, rahmatullah alayhi, I will put it in few words. He was a remarkable Muslim leader who served silently without seeking a popularity. He devoted his life, his resources, and work to serving Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What else we can expect from a man that he used to stay like reciting in the Holy Quran and working, fasting most of the days? What do you think? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support him definitely. I lived with him a lot of challenge during his lifetime, and I don't think the time will allow to talk about this, but if I describe him Quranically, using some verses in the Quran, I will use some verses here to give you the picture of Dr. Ahmed Elkadi if you didn't live with him. And you will never know him unless you deal with him really. I used one of the verses from Surah Al-Imran, chapter 3, ayah 115, which say, يُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ يَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنكَرِ وَيُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْخَيْرَاتِ. That is the verse, that is the part that really I like to talk about. يُسَارِعُونَ فِي الْخَيْرَاتِ. He, rahmatullahi alayhi, if we have any problem in the community, you find him the first one to show up, the first one to face the problem, and the first one to offer the solutions for it. Remember, we would have community meetings, and we used to meet in houses because the community was small at that time. That's 1985, early 1985. And we would have, you know, came with some issues in the community, and everyone tried to avoid the hard issues. He is the one that voluntarily himself to say, I'll take care of that. I will solve this problem, inshallah. And he was for it. He used to handle it very well, alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? The second verse I will use, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة. That is chapter 59, ayah number 9. He was one, translation, he was one of those who were giving, but give preference over themselves, even though they are in privation and in bad need. Those who protected from the stringency of their soul, they are the successful, and he was, alhamdulillah, a successful person. If he hears that someone in need or have a problem, he will not wait for you to come to ask him. Like he was digging and trying to find the needy person that needs to solve certain problems, money-wise, life-wise, family-wise, divorce-wise, and he is the one who will be there to help to solve this problem. And this is why he fit the description, يسارعون في الخيرات. رحمة الله عليه. It was amazing that I heard it from different people. A lot of people, when they plan to come to the United States, hundreds of them, they were advised by their closest friends. See Ahmed Elkadi. Make Ahmed Elkadi residence is your first step if you are traveling to the United States. And as Dr. Koli mentioned, yes, he has a quarter in his house that's basically for guests. And that compartment of quarter was 24/7 occupied. He used to work all day, receive his guests at night. Sister Ahmed Elkadi, Jazakallah khairan. After working all day, she cooked at night too for the guests as they are there. Sister Ahmed Elkadi, Jazakallah khairan. After working all day, she cooked at night too for the guests as they are there. And as I think about them all the time, alhamdulillah, الطيبون للطيبات. And this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prescribes the good husband and wife. Ahmed Khani, as I put him in a few words, he was ahead of his time. He had the vision to see what we don't see. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him that vision because he was a true believer, alhamdulillah. The project he accomplished in his life is equivalent for someone that lived 100 years of us. His sleeping hours were 4 hours, 2 hours, sometimes none in 24 hours. But in spite of all of this, he will be the first one to show in the meetings. He's never late, and he's trying to accomplish the impossible. Remember one time, see how he was keen to attend this even community meeting, He didn't sleep for 24 hours, and he was rushing to come to the meeting, and was almost one of the rare times that he is late. And the reason why? Because he had an accident with his car. He fell asleep during his driving, and he hit a tree. And this is just a community meeting, nothing else. This is how he was a man of promise.